Hey everyone, Omkar here, founder of Athletes World, and today we have Anjuli with us, who has been a great client of ours and has achieved some amazing results in our program. So let us start today's review chat. So Anjali, can you just tell everyone about yourself? Where do you live? Where do you work? And basically, how did you derive an interest in fitness?
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Anjuli Marwa. I am 29 years old and I am from Lucknow, although I live in Delhi because of my job. And I am a labor and employment lawyer. And as a lawyer, my life and my working hours are very long. I work 15 to 18 hours a day. And that's how I think when I started my first job, I saw an increase in my weight, which I didn't notice it much. And year after year, it just increased. And my interest in fitness, so to speak, I was never the athlete kind. So before joining a job in sometime around 2018, I was okay by my BMI standards. I was around 57, 58 kgs, which was fine. But after my working hours increased, slowly I started gaining a lot of weight and my physical activity reduced. Because before joining my job in my college, I used to live on the third floor. So I used to go up and down at least 4 or 5 times a day. So I didn't gain weight that much, but I used to eat enough. But there was a lot of physical activity, and I think the metabolism was also faster at that age, at 22, 23. So I started gaining weight. I didn't do much about it. Before pandemic, I was not very physically active, but I used to do something or the other, maybe dance fitness classes at cult or kickboxing boxing classes, but not very regular. Like in a month, I would do it at least 8, 9 times and not more than that. And I used to eat a lot of junk food. So, in a week, I used to eat around 4 or 5 times from outside, and not even healthy food like burger, pizzas, everything that you can count under the junk, and sweets. I think the main culprit of my weight gain was desserts, because I had a habit of eating dessert after every meal. So that's it. And during the pandemic, I gained a lot of weight, around 15 kgs. And it started impacting my health a lot. Basically, post COVID, I got some ankle issues, which I thought were post COVID issues. But after showing to a lot of doctors, they said, one of the doctors told me that my body is not able to, my ankle and my feet are not able to support the weight, which was, I think, obese category 2. And I couldn't move. My movement was restricted. Even like a walk down the road for 5 minutes used to give me swelling in my ankle, or I used to then rest for 2 days. So that sort of impacted a lot of things. And that's how I thought I really need to lose weight in a sustainable way. And that's how I contacted you.
Right, right. By the way, when you said that, I mean, if I'm not wrong, I can recall that you had told me you used to order almost daily from, I guess, Swiggy and Zomato. And in fact, apart from whatever you have achieved in this program, you had specifically mentioned that stopping that, like avoiding ordering from outside was also one of your achievements. And that is also great. I could just recall it just now.
And
Cool.
I forgot to add, during the pandemic, I was preparing for an exam and I was studying after a very long time, and along with my working hours, I think it was all stress eating that I used to order every day from outside. And I think there was a time when I just ate 10 perks together at one go. And I think that was the lowest moment in my life. And I realized that this is something not normal. I should just do something about this. And I think after the diet, I've realized that was an addiction. I don't feel the need of I don't crave anything like burger or pizza now. Like previously, I used to crave all of these things. Now I don't crave. I'm just happy with, like, I'll eat a banana if I crave something. So
Good, good. That's great. That's also, we can say it is a measure mark of progress in the program. That's
yeah.
great. Well, Anjali, I also wanted to ask you, what type of problems or challenges were you facing before you approached me?
So the biggest problem that I faced was my ankle issue. In July, I got COVID, which was very mild, but the after effects went on for a very long time, and I was tired and brain fog and everything. And that's how I think and that time I started preparing for my exam as well. So I gained weight, and I thought that I will have some time and I'll play badminton. And I played for 3-4 days, and then my ankle got injured for some reason. It started paining, and I didn't really notice it that much, and it just kept on worsening day by day, and I kept on gaining weight also day by day. So the main issue that I faced was my ankle, and as I told you, a doctor told me that the weight is one of the major issues, because I got a lot of tests done, like reactive arthritis, lupus, and a lot of other autoimmune tests done, which were all negative. So I was not able to understand why my ankle is so swelled, why I can't walk, and in general I was very lethargic. I had no intention of just even going from one room to the other room, and in general I was very irritable. My mood didn't used to stay very good. My clothes, the amount of clothes I have, if someone sees, will feel really awkward that how many clothes I have, and none of them used to fit me. That also somehow impacted my self-confidence in a way that what will I do now? And I purchased 3 or 4, like 4 XL t-shirts, just to feel comfortable that my fat is not visible or my stomach is not visible. So that was impacting my self-confidence a lot. And my face had become very chubby, and obviously you know how how people are, how relatives are. They first thing that they'll comment is on your weight. So I think those the combined issues.
Right. Absolutely. And so, Anjali, after this, I think you booked a call with us, right? You booked a call with me with Athletes World. So, Anjali, can you just tell me, or can you just tell everyone, out of so many trainers and coaches out there, why did you decide to go with Athletes World, and where exactly did you find me or Athletes World?
So actually, I found a post regarding one of your clients on LinkedIn where I saw that they had lost. I think they were siblings, and they had lost a lot of weight in a short, not a very short span of time, but decent amount of time. And what I read in that testimonial or that review was that how they did it with the diet, and the diet is not the kind that is not sustainable. Basically, in at that time what I was looking for is something was a sustainable diet with Indian ingredients which can be made easily. I mean, there are a lot of diets available over the internet where it says you can lose 5 kgs in a week's time on a complete liquid diet and everything. And I mean, I know those diets are not sustainable. Like 5 days you might just lose 4 kgs, but you will just probably lose your will to live as well. So I didn't want to do all of that, and that's what I noticed. And because of my ankle issues, I couldn't do any sort of exercise. I couldn't even walk. So I really thought that if I lose at least 5-6 kgs, I'll be able to walk at least, maybe do some physical activity, because without losing that weight I couldn't walk. So that was my main concern, and that's how I contacted you. And I think our first call went really well, and I thought that I should just take it up.
Right. So, following up with that, can you just tell everyone what all did we discuss on the first call? That is the strategy session call that you had booked with us.
So on our first call, I think we started off with what sort of work you do, how do you manage your clients, and then about me, we discussed a lot of medical history, any blood tests that I would have gotten done. You wanted the details of all of those things, and you wanted to see certain levels of certain parameters. I mean, I don't remember the parameters, but I think we did get some blood tests done to see if I have some other issues or not. So that was also very good, because I got to know a bit more about my body, that these issues can also impact my weight. That was the first thing that we discussed. Second is my eating habits. What did I do in the last 2 years? How active I was. What can I do now? And what sort of food I like. Am I vegetarian, non-vegetarian? What do I like eating? And what would I prefer in the diet? And I think that time also we discussed that I live in Delhi, not with my parents, and I have a maid who helps me cook, but of course she will not be able to make elaborate meals with avocado or something, some fancy ingredients which is difficult to procure, difficult to make, and difficult to sustain. So I think these were the major things that we discussed, and what was my ultimate aim. Why do I want to reduce weight, and will I be able to put in the effort required?
Right, absolutely. Yeah, your memory is really good. Even I don't remember so much. Right. That's absolutely A to Z, right? Well, Anjali, a couple of minutes back, you said your goal was to reduce 5-6 kgs, right? So, since you have started the program, how much kilos have you reduced, and how much inches or centimeters have you reduced around your waist?
So I have reduced around 10 kgs. And I think 5 or 6 kgs was just with diet, no physical activity. We only started physical activity sometime in February. I think I joined the program in
Yeah,
November.
in the, I guess, after the second month or so, when your ankle was better, I
A
told
little
you to go for it. Yeah.
yes, we started the physical exercise, and with the physical exercise combined with the diet, the weight came down really fast. So that was my weight loss. And in terms of the so I lost around 10 centimeters from my waist and around 6 centimeters from my hip, which was also huge because all my pre-pandemic clothes, not all, but most of them are fitting me now, which makes me really happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Great to hear that. Good.
I'm
And
to I recently purchased something. So from XL to I've reached to medium now. That's
oh,
if in terms of sizes, if we have to compare with medium, it's not like it's loose, it's a complete fit. So I think in the next 15 days, I'll be like completely comfortable in medium. I'm buying only medium clothes with the intention that I will have to lose at least 5 to 6 kgs more to reach what I was back in 2017 probably.
okay. Good. You're going good. And yeah, the results in terms of your weight and waist or inch loss is really great. And apart from that, this is just a part of the program, as you must be knowing now. Like, apart from that, what are the other changes, or I mean, did you experience any other changes, other benefits apart from the weight and inch loss?
Yes, definitely. My ankle has gotten way better. I am doing, apart from the exercises that you've given, which do not take a lot of time, I am in a week. There are 3 days that I do 2 classes of Cult Fit where I do dance fitness because I really enjoy the cardio based dance fitness workout, and it involves jumping. I don't jump that much, but I'm able to do that, which I was not even able to walk 3 months down the line, and now I'm able to dance and do like I use treadmill also a lot now. I make sure that I do around 5 to 6 thousand steps every day. Even if I am not able to go and do any exercise, I should walk because that really helps. So ankle has become a lot better. I'm able to walk for long hours. That's a very good thing. My mood has become better. My self-confidence increased. I've actually started going out now. I don't feel that awkward in going out or meeting people. So that's those are the benefits, I guess.
Oh yeah,
I
you.
think you might also notice. Yeah,
I think you had told me this. Now I can recall.
yes, yes.
I may be wrong. You
I
have
used
told
to,
me that you don't even want to meet people like
yeah,
before we
correct,
started,
correct.
right? Yeah.
Yes, yes. I remember I told you that I absolutely stopped going out. I didn't want to meet anyone. So that has become better. I mean, I've started going out. I think I remember I also told you that I stopped getting pictures clicked. I'm like a huge
Hmm.
camera person. I really like taking photos, getting clicked as well, and I stopped doing that. So now I'm not that person anymore. I mean, I like getting clicked now. So a lot of
Good,
benefits.
good. Wow, good to hear that.
And I think another thing is clean eating. I mean, more so that I like, even if I order from outside, I don't think I've ordered a pizza in the longest time or a burger in the longest time. Even if I order from outside, I make sure that it's grilled chicken with veggies, or it's a chicken soup, or it's something to do with protein and less of fat. I mean, cheese I don't eat spaghetti or pasta. I mean, even if I order from outside, it's almost healthy. And in terms of desserts also, I don't think I've eaten a lot of desserts. Or I mean, the maximum dessert I've gone to is making a banana coffee smoothie at home. That's something that
Okay.
with half a banana. So yogurt,
Oh,
banana, little bit of banana, and just a bit of coffee.
oh, okay. Good.
So
I
I
think you have not only reduced weight or saw these benefits, but in fact, you have learned a lot. Like you probably
yeah.
have more knowledge than 70 to 80% of the people out there. So it's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, correct. Lifestyle change has become better, and even if let's say I'm not following the diet, someday I don't feel like eating, I'll get dal chawal made. I mean, bit of rice, bit of dal. So what I've learned is that I mean, my cravings have gone, and I think clean eating is something which is very important. Less of eating those fancy diet foods that are available outside. Instead of that, if you just eat less of home cooked meal, I think one should be fine. And
Right.
another thing is, I have not had roti since we started our program.
Oh,
And yeah,
good.
and I think it's the best decision, because I really hated eating roti because I felt it was a task. My hands used to get dirty. I don't think I'll eat roti again unless like it's required, like on a some occasion or something like that. So
Right, right.
that.
Well, good to hear all that. Great. And apart from that, can you just tell everyone, like, since, as you mentioned, you had this ankle injury, right? So I wanted to ask you two questions regarding that. First thing is, even without exercises, were you able to achieve satisfactory results just with the diet? I mean, we started exercises in the third month, as we discussed, but were you able to, achieve satisfactory results even without that? And my second question is, according to you, uh, you must be around many people who, still try to lose weight, try to get fit, right? And they are not able to achieve their what we can say fitness goals, or they are not able to get lean and fit as you were able to do it pretty much quickly, right? So can you tell everyone who is watching this video what are the common mistakes that people make when going out on their fitness journey or to achieve their fitness goals?
Okay, so first thing with respect to ankle, yes, with the diet itself, when the weight reduced, I automatically felt better, and there were certain movement exercises. They were not exercises
Hmm.
that you would give it to my ankle to make sure that there is movement and it becomes better. So I think in the first 2 months, my ankle felt a lot better, and that's why I was able to take the step of going for exercises which are cardio
Hmm.
based. And I've known my body for so many years. I know that I enjoy these dance fitness type of exercises more, and it impacts my body more for some reason. Maybe it's a psychological thing, but I just feel better in doing all of those things as compared to like weightlifting exercise. I mean, I know I have to do it, but I just feel bored in doing all of these things. So yes, with diet, I did see a difference in my ankle. It has improved a lot. Like I don't feel the problem of like for at least 4 5 months, I was in a bandage in both my ankles,
Hmm.
and I couldn't move. And even in the rotation bit, I used to feel so much of pain, and nothing is there right now. There are times when it pains a bit, but I think it's just exercise soreness, nothing
Hmm.
like what I used to have 6 months ago.
Cool.
Uh,
Cool. Cool.
and in terms of fitness journey, I think what I've realized, at least what worked for me, is the diet that you'd given me was very simple, basic ingredients that were very easily available, easy to make. Like I make my breakfast myself because my maid comes a little late, so I can make it every day, and I love eggs and I eat them. So that is one thing, that clean eating is very important. Second is the way you told me to track the amount of food that I'm eating, like 100 grams of paneer or 100 grams of chicken, with the kind of ingredients that I'm using. I mean, of course, if you make grilled chicken and if you add mayonnaise and different sauces all together, it's not going to help you. So I think the amount of food you eat, like tracking food is very important, because what you take in and what goes out, that's also very important. And since I wasn't exercising, that was really important for me, that I reduced the amount of food that I'm eating, but I still feel full. So it was not
Right.
like I was like, because that also causes another issue. When you eat less, you by the end of the day you crave food, and then you will eat some junk or some biscuits to just make yourself feel
Absolutely.
full. That's a mistake I think a lot of people do, that they go on a diet where they eat things that don't make them feel full. And towards the
Perfect.
end of the day, maybe after 3 or 4 days, they'll just have a very heavy meal, which includes like everything under the sun, and that's not helpful. And it's not like I didn't have my cheat meal, so to speak, or things that I liked. I didn't have like it. There was my birthday in between, there was Christmas in between, there was New Year's in between. I had my share of food on those days, but I made sure that I got back on the diet with proper tracking. So for example, we started with 2 eggs in the morning and coffee with a bit of milk, and I think apple, to keep my cravings down and to keep my sugar content okay. So I think first week I felt really off, but I really tried hard to make sure that I don't eat anything. I don't like First 2 weeks were difficult, but after that I think I just adjusted to that particular diet and I was okay with it, and I understood how to keep my cravings away. And with different people, if there's a diet, let's say there are 2 eggs, if you go ahead and eat 4 eggs, it's not going to help you. So I think
Right.
the main thing is tracking your food intake, having lots of water, because when you reduce your diet from like eating 5 meals a day to 3 small meals a day, you obviously your stomach will react in a way that you might feel constipated, which happened with me as well. And I think we discussed what to do with that. So water
Right.
intake, having warm water with lukewarm water with this lemon and salt,
Salt.
those things helped. And you also gave me certain things like to have buttermilk if I feel really hungry, or to have nuts if I feel hungry, but only 4 5 almonds. Like if you go ahead and take 10 almonds, that's not going to help. So I think tracking, having sustainable foods in your diet, that is another good thing that I found in your program, was that the kind of ingredients that we used, egg, paneer and chicken, very basic ingredients, suited me in a nice way and very easily available. And you shared so many good recipes, that the paneer tikki recipe is something that like a lot of my family members have also started using, because it's so
Oh.
nice. Yes.
Good, good.
And it's easy to make. Like
Yeah.
I can make those things myself, and grilled chicken, grilled paneer. So I think that's one of the important reasons that it happened, because it was sustainable. I was not going after salads or different kinds of soups with fancy ingredients which I couldn't even make. I mean, I'll make it for one day and then what? So
Right.
I think these are the important things that one should realize in their fitness journey: consistency, tracking of food, intake of water, and just knowing your body to see how it reacts. I mean, I think we also discussed like after cheat meals, I should check my weight. Like for some people, it doesn't really impact that much, but for some people, they'll just gain
Yes.
like a lot of weight in that cheat meal also. So yeah, I mean,
Right.
after 3 4 months, I also started understanding what kind of cheat meals work for me, what don't. So that's what I keep in mind as well. Like if I'm
Great.
craving something sweet, I'll probably have a fruit salad with a bit of dressing, which is also as good as blueberry cheesecake.
Right, right. Wow, your memory is really great again for the second time.
Thank
Good,
you.
good. Right. So you said many things, and the best thing out of all the things you said was uh, what people do is they uh, don't focus on eating food that make them feel full or satiated, right? That's what we did for you. We did not just count calories or control your portion. We literally changed the type of food you are eating, which made you feel more satiated, right? That was great point that you mentioned. Great,
Yeah.
great. So Anjali, just one final question for you before we end this review chat. For all the people watching this video, would you have any words to tell about Athletes World or me, or let's say they are thinking whether to join this program or not? Would you like to tell them anything in your own words?
I would like to tell them that please don't waste your time and go ahead and join this program, because it's really helpful. It helped me, a person who used to order every day outside from outside. So and I have zero willpower, but if it can help me, it can definitely help you. And the best part is that it's sustainable. It's easy to make. He will share different recipes with you. Even if you get bored, he will try to find more recipes for you. Another good thing is that there's weekly follow-up calls. Even if you try to evade him, he'll just follow up with you to make sure that you get you give him the weekly update. and um, and also the exercises. I mean, the app that we have, wherein you shared a couple of exercises, just home-based exercises. It's nothing fancy or like rocket science. You can do it on your own. And I think even if like you do those exercises and go out for walk for about like do 6,000 steps, it should really help you with the diet. There is no need to have go to like a fancy gym to reduce weight. That's what I feel. And I think that really helped me a lot with my goals in my mind. And people who are working long hours, for them specifically, because you don't have time to go to the gym or maintain your physical activity, so it's just the food that you can manage. So I think the diet and the food items that Omkar gives, it's really helpful. And I think one should definitely try it, because for long people who work long working hours, you tend to order from outside every day, and that's just the starting point of increasing your weight.
Right, right. Wow, thank you so much for so many nice words and such a great recommendation. Again, thanks for taking out time from your schedule for this review chat. And I hope to stay in touch with you. And I hope to see you progress even more in your fitness journey.
Yes, I hope so. I mean, it has just started. There's a whole process. I
Right.
mean, it will also involve a lifestyle change as well. And I just want to add another point that like weight gain, I am all for body positivity, but when your weight gain is because of your lifestyle habits, and when it's in your control but you're still not controlling it, and it's causing health issues for you, for example, for me it caused so many health issues, then I think one should take charge of their life, because the kind of mental health improvement that you face from decreasing your weight to a normal level. I mean, I'm still at not my normal level according to my BMI, but I still feel so much better. So it's for your health only, and it's not in any other way that somebody is forcing you to reduce your weight. It's for your own health, and in the long run, everyone would realize that how important health is. I mean, I'm just entering my 30s, and I know that it will get difficult from here. And I think one more thing that I wanted to add, that I told you, that I had gone on a couple of treks before, which I was not able to do properly. But I really want to go on more treks. But the condition I was in at that time, I couldn't do anything which I really liked. Me maybe going to the mountains, because it requires a lot of stamina and proper health. So for your hobbies, for your health and everything, I think fitness is very important.
Right. Wow, the body positivity point you told me, I'm going to highlight it somehow in this review chat. It is necessary
Yes.
for many people. Great. That was a
I
great
mean,
point.
yes, yes, correct. It's very important. Like, I'm all for body positivity, but if it impacts your health in some way or the other, because people start getting heart issues. Like COVID has shown us that people who are 24, 25 are getting heart attacks because they are
Yeah.
not in their best health condition. Their fitness is not good because of eating so many things like that. I mean, nobody's telling you to be at your BMI weight, but just be healthy.
Right, right. Absolutely right. Great. Thank you so much, Anjali, again for this review chat, for adding that valuable point at the end. And I hope to stay in touch with you.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome.
Everything really worked for me, and I'm really very happy that I invested in this program.
Awesome. Glad to help. Thank you.
Thank you.